All right, guys. Well, if you're on the live, we appreciate it. If you're new to the live, my name is Randall. This is the McClures. We react, review, we make fun of, we laugh at stuff over here. Link is in the description if you want to help support the channel. And you can shop McClures.com. That's the website if you want to buy quality American products. That also helps the channel out as well as your country. ShopMcClures.com. All right, via request on the chat on rumble.com/McClures from We Are the Show. He's talking about an article he read. Wedding parties lose hotel rooms to migrants bust to the suburbs. The county fights the New York City plan. We live in fucking clown world, people. Clown world. All right, let's get into this story, see what they're talking about. So as New York City prepares for the arrival of additional asylum seekers in the wake of Title 42 expiring, a suburban county has taken new action to fight the city's plan to bus migrants to hotels there. Orange County and the town of Newburgh filed 3 lawsuits on Friday to block the city from placing migrants in area hotels. The lawsuits against New York City, the Crossroads, and the Ramada by Wyndham seek to halt any use of the hotels as temporary shelters. It is a complete mess, and the government has not been forthright and honest with us, said the Orange County Supervisor, Steve Nihas. In response to those lawsuits, the New York City's mayor's office is reviewing its legal options. New York City has cared for more than 65,000 migrants, sheltering, feeding, and caring for them. We have done so largely without incident. We need the federal government to step up, but until they do, we need other elected officials around the state and county to do their part. A spokesperson for Mayor Eric Adams said in a statement, "Right now we're asking Orange County to manage less than 0.25% of the asylum seekers who have come to New York City, with New York paying for shelter, food, and services." The heated political back and forth continues as couples said they too were blindsided by the Crossroads Hotel. They told NBC New York that they lost their hotel rooms for their wedding parties due to the migrants staying there. With a wedding in almost a week, Queens couple Sean and Nicole are now beyond stress due to the last-minute hole in their plans. They said they have family coming from Ireland, England, Canada, Ecuador, and Japan for this upcoming nuptials, and blocked out 37 rooms at the Crossroads Hotel in Newburgh. Holy shit. Okay, finding 1 or 2 rooms. Finding 37 rooms last minute in New York? Yeah, you're screwed, bitch. People are going to be sleeping in the cab. And we figured it'd be a situation where they'd be there, we'd be there, and it'd be fine, said Sean, who was hoping they'd be able to share the hotel with the migrants. He was hoping to share the hotel with the migrants just to spruce up his fucking wedding party. People are crazy. But when they called the hotel manager, they were told the hotel has canceled all blocks for the next few months. The couple said that they still have not received any official email stating their block of rooms is canceled, but they've since been scrambling telling their family and friends what happened and are working on rebooking while time is ticking. If we hadn't called them, they wouldn't have called or emailed us. Maybe they didn't cancel your rooms. Another couple, Gary Moret and Deanne Mifsud, are getting married on June 24th and had more than 15 rooms booked at the Crossroads Hotel, which they were also told are canceled, but only after they called Friday morning. You're just going in circles because nobody wants to say anything and they just hang up on you, said Miss Mifsud, as Moretti called the ordeal mind-blowing. The couples are staying positive, or at least trying to, for their special day coming up. There's really no excuse for not communicating with us, Sean said. What matters is that we're there and our friends and family can see us there, so in a way it's kind of brought home what's more important about the whole thing. New York City, or NBC New York, made multiple calls to the Crossroads Hotel Friday evening, but the phone went unanswered. So they even stopped answering the phone. That's pretty funny. Meanwhile, another city is pushing back against the city's plan to transport migrants. Yonkers says it welcomes the roughly 100 asylum seekers set to arrive in the coming days, but condemns what it calls the lack of communication from the Adams administration, a frequent refrain from suburban leaders over the past few days. Yonkers Mayor Mike Spano said the migrants will be bused to the Ramada Inn on Tuckahoe Road, with his own police force giving him the heads up Friday. He said he heard nothing from New York City or the Adams administration. What we're saying is, where are the resources? Spano told NBC New York, as he said his city is now scrambling to help hundreds of others with little notice. It's funny how these giant liberal cities who are so woke and want to help the immigrants and blah 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 are scrambling to help 100 people. I don't know if you guys caught my border stream last night, but I went down to my local border 3 miles from my house, and I watched 200 people walk across in about 20 fucking minutes. And you guys are struggling with this 100 people? What the fuck? He said the migrant families will be housed at the hotel for at least a year, with the first bus expected to arrive on Sunday. Do you know how expensive it is to live in a hotel for a year, people? Holy shit. Mayor Adams' office said that Yonkers was given 2 days' notice. I have not spoken directly to Mayor Adams. I did speak directly to his deputy chief of staff, who apologized and said I was on her list to call. But it's not just those outside New York City who are unhappy with Adams' efforts to find housing for migrants. Some within the city have new concerns as well. In Brooklyn, City Council member Ari Coggin said he found out Friday that some asylum seekers would be housed in a gym at PS 188 in Coney Island. He called that unacceptable and raised concerns about student safety. Kagan later said he was told the school would be used only as a future overflow site if necessary. But according to City Hall spokesperson, no one had been currently staying at PS 188 and added that security would be on hand at sites where migrants were staying. Oh, okay. So if they need the overflow, they're going to put the migrants in your kid's gym. But don't worry, they're going to hire a security guard. You know, like the two that protected Epstein. Security guards are always what you need. At Manhattan's Port Authority bus terminal, asylum seekers continue to stream in as rate of buses isn't slowing down, adding to a growing total of 65,000 migrants who moved to New York City in the past year. I think the governor has moved to New York City. This is what they call it. I think the governor has not done enough to what she can do, help us coordinate a statewide response, said New York City Public Advocate Jumaine Williams. Governor Kathy Hochul is now asking President Joe Biden to allow New York City to use military or federal land, including Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn, to build emergency shelter for migrants. So New York's had a crazy homeless problem for how long? But we definitely need to build a shelter now that we have a migrant problem. Not for our homeless, but we can't have the migrants homeless. That would just be wrong. This incident is of such severity and magnitude that effective response is beyond the capabilities of the state and the local government. Adams has gone a step further and has been transparent in its criticism of the Biden administration, saying the national government has turned its back on New York City. It comes as the entire New York City congressional delegation sent a letter to the president asking for federal government to allow asylum seekers to work here legally. Without work, many are forced to seek services from government and non-government groups, straining resources in a completely preventable manner. Homeland Security officials do not agree, however, with a fast track to work, saying it could incentivize people to cross illegally. All right. So the liberals in New York City are like, we don't mind taking them, but can you just let them take the open jobs that we have? Because you don't have New Yorkers who need the jobs, apparently. The unemployment rate in New York is so low, they need to bus in migrants to take these jobs, people. There's nobody who needs jobs. Nobody. That is an absolutely crazy fucking story. And what do you even do if a hotel cancels your reservation a week out before your wedding and you got 37 different people flying in from all over the fucking globe? It's definitely interesting. You got to go the Airbnb route and get a 5-6 bedroom and let them all fucking camp out wherever they can fit. I guess that's what you got to do. But they're doing the same thing locally here in Yuma as well. I'm in Yuma, Arizona. We're a border town. And they are also providing nice accommodations to the migrants who just mosey into town and do whatever the fuck they want. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, a year hotel stay, presumably with room service because people got to eat, isn't attractive at all. I definitely don't want to stay in a hotel waited on with room service for a year. That seems like it would be horrible. That seems like it would be absolutely horrible. All right, well, if you guys are on the live, we're going to keep going. If you're checking this out as a video, you should be on the live. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 3:30 to 5:30, rumble.com/McClures. I appreciate you guys stopping by for this video. Let me know what other news articles we could check out. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. And shopmcclures.com. Later, bye.